How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my garage. So today we are going to continue work on JD's chat over here. So as you guys can see, we are picking up pretty much where we left off in the last episode. So a couple of things have happened. So first of all, I managed to get the Pontiac Firebird up onto the secondary lift over here where the customer sign is. So I must just bear that in mind. We're not going to be taking any custom work, because otherwise that car would just probably spawn on top of our car here. So yeah, let's just avoid that altogether. So yes, guys, depending on how we manage to carry on with this thing today, we'll see if we maybe dive into that Pontiac over there, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. But first things first, I'm going to just strip off the rest of the parts that we still need to get taken off this car. There's our toolbox. It kind of fell over somehow. But yes, guys, so obviously I saved the game and reloaded since the last episode, and our drive shaft actually came off. So there it is. It's 98%, which is good enough, because as I set the minimum threshold, I don't really know if that's the right word for it, but yes, the minimum percentage of parts that we're going to be installing on this car will be 85%. So we're trying to just build a decent car for my man JD over at Dactyl Gaming. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, there will be a link to his YouTube channel down in the description of this video, so go ahead and check him out as well. So yes, guys, we stripped off all of the suspension already, and we did quite a bit of work to this thing already with regards to the body work, so that is all sorted out. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to try and see if we can get this gearbox out of here. Might be easier if we did it with this thing lifted up a bit. So yeah, obviously the starter's a bit too much worn, and yes, guys, I know I use the word obviously quite a lot, and apparently, and obviously, and yeah, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just kind of what sticks at the moment, and I guess it also makes sense. So yes, guys, this gearbox is shot, so we are going to be getting a brand new gearbox 4-speed for this car. Let's just have a look. I think it's just the cables and then the steering column, but that's more considered interior parts, so I'm not going to be bothered with the interior just yet. We'll sort of do that as the finishing touches come into play. Okay, I just want to take off these main wires, and those are also a bit shot, so we're going to replace those. Alright, so what I think I'm going to start with now, guys, is we're going to buy all the parts we need for the engine. Apart from these ones on the table, we don't need a new flywheel, because that one is good. We've got a decent timing chain, ignition coil, fuel pump is still good. And all the parts laying over there on the side are parts, and on the bottom of the table, or on the bottom shelf of the table, guys, are the parts that we are going to use to rebuild the two V8s, or one of the two V8s over here. Because I was thinking, now we've got a V8 in the Pontiac as well, we might as well choose the best one out of the three here, and just see if we can build an engine for our Pontiac Firebird over here that's going to make it quite powerful. Still need to strip that out, so we'll get to that when we get to that. So right now I'm going to buy some parts for JD's car for the engine. So we're going to go over to Chad, we're going to go over to V8, going to hit the engine tab, and it's going to load up. Alright, relatively fast, surprisingly. Okay, so we do have got a decent battery, so we're not going to get a new battery just yet. We're going to get some new wires. Kind of think of it now. Still need to take off the gas tank to see what the condition is of this thing. It looks good, but yeah, as you guys know, looks can be deceiving in this game. But okay, that is 73%. This is specific to the chat, so I think, I don't know, guys, maybe screw it, we'll just put it on the table. I'm not going to chuck it just yet, so yes. Okay, so that's going to just stick around there. We are going to buy a brand new gas tank for the car, just to make sure it is the best it can be. We've got a brand new radiator that we're going to put in this thing. We'll get to the wiper blades and all that stuff once we get to the finishing touches and the chrome bits on the car and such. So yes, alternator belt, camshaft sprocket. We're going to do a little bit of HP parts. Clutch pressure plate. We're not going to do the crankshaft yet. Okay, we will grab the camshaft sprocket from here. We are going to be doing... I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet what exhaust we're going to put on this thing. So we'll see. Maybe we'll come back for those. We've got the flywheel, we've got the fuel pump. We need the gearbox. He requested a 4-speed gearbox, so we're going to use the 4-speed gearbox. We're going to get harmonic balance ignition coil. I think we've got the coil. Yes, we do. Okay. So we don't need to buy the coil. We are going to buy the base game oil filter because I don't know what mods he's got. So we're going to buy the oil pan. These parts. Okay, we're going to get the new starter. Thermostat housing. I'm going to be coloring everything with the Material Master mod, guys. So it's not going to be a big deal being all Mopar parts, because I know JD has got the Material Master mod. We'll also buy the new fan, water pump. I just wanted to check the camshaft, guys, because these things... okay, well, I am going to buy the HP one, but yeah, for some reason, sometimes when I buy the brand new camshaft, because I want to swap this camshaft into our Alchem Machino eventually, once we get to that. So yeah, I just had to buy one of those to see if it actually still spawns in worn for us. But yeah, apparently it seems to have fixed itself. Alright, and as I said, guys, we are building quite a performance little machine over here. So we're going to be doing the performance cylinder heads. We are going to be doing the supercharger. So air filter for the blower. We need the blower belt, the blower scoop, the intake manifold for the blower carburetors, and the crankshaft pulley for the blower. And I think from here we're going to find the rest of the HP parts. This engine fan, I'm not sure. That is probably part of a mod, so I'm not going to risk buying that one. Okay, and we need the 2 rockers, and we need 8 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High performance distributor, high performance crankshaft, high performance camshaft. And then I guess we will see what else we need. I can't really think of anything now at the moment. So spark plug HP. I think I should rather maybe just go and buy those from the shop. Although, yeah, I think this might actually be a good test for this guy. So if JD gets the car and it doesn't have the spark plugs, then we know it's a problem. But I think those spark plugs are actually the base game ones. It's just packaged inside the box. So I think it'll be a good test. So if JD gets the car and he doesn't have spark plugs, I will gladly send him some single spark plugs afterwards so that he actually can pop those in. Because luckily JD is also a bit of a mechanic himself. So I think... where the heck am I going to start now? Because we've got a crap ton of parts here. Alright, let me just sort all of this out a tiny bit. So, yeah, we need to go and change the color of some of the parts. I'm not going to go with too much chrome on this engine, guys. We're just going to make it look decent enough. I'm mostly going to go for this gunmetal color, which is a color that I developed for this engine. Going to be a very nice and simple engine, but it's going to make some decent horsepower. So we're going to change the color of this over on the Material Master palette here, and let's just see. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly if this is going to work out the way that I think it is. So the color that we made is 50-50-50. We're going to apply that to this thing. See, yeah, that actually changes the whole thing. So I was kind of hoping it would do the same thing it did with the engine block here, which left the spot where the cylinder heads go on, the gaskets go on, not color that up. But yeah, I guess we can't always have things exactly the way we want them. And we'll also come and do the oil pan. Yeah, that also looks like it's going to do the whole thing. But okay. It's fine. It'll work out. Okay, so now let's see what else we can actually do here, guys. We can probably start with the pistons. Let's just start getting the parts onto the engine. We're going to build this thing. We can probably pop the camshaft in because that just goes in like that. And then we'll grab the other pistons here. We'll get them installed and bolted down, making sure we actually bolt them all down properly. Why did you go this way now? I wanted you that side. Okay, so we know all 4 of those pistons are bolted down. Just got to double check these again. All right, and then what do we have over there? There's another piston way yonder there. All right, so that's all of the pistons on this side of the engine. Okay, let's continue with some more pistons. That's the only thing about the V8. It's got 8 pistons, so I can only imagine if you guys had to build a V12. I have 12 freaking pistons you need to install one by one. But okay, luckily that is not the case here. We're just building a base game V8. In essence, it's a base game V8. It's just got the custom color code on it, which is done with the help of the Material Master mod. Which somebody did ask me in a comment. I think it was Hazelnut. Yeah, the guy asked where did I find the mod for the Material Master. It is in fact on Nexus Mods, but it's been around for quite some time actually on Nexus Mods, so you might have to just have a look around. And why the heck doesn't this carburetor go on? Alright, this is a bit of an issue. Why won't you go on? Do we need... of course, yeah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. This goes on first, guys. Yeah, haven't built the supercharged engine in quite a while, so I'm a little bit rusty, so do excuse me. Okay, so there we go. That goes onto there. Alright, then we'll zip it down. Alright, yeah, nearly made a fatal mistake there. Not really a fatal mistake, it was just a little oopsie. Okay, so yeah, let's continue with this. The filter goes on, and then the scoop goes... I don't know, I think actually the scoop needed to go on first, because then we were going to be able to bolt that down a little bit easier. So let's do this, and then, yeah, it kind of makes sense to do it this way around, because then we can actually see what the heck we are doing here. Although I think these bolts are... There's one over there, and there's one at the front. And I think that might actually be it. Okay. Yeah, so never mind. Okay, but yes, it would make sense to put this on afterwards. You're just going to need a different spanner to get to that probably. But okay, if this was real life, guys, I'm just talking figuratively now, not really literally, but okay. Okay, so now where the heck are the head gaskets? They need to be here somewhere. I just got to dig through all of this parts over here, or these parts. Alrighty, and there's the other one. Okay, let's pop those on, then we can get our cylinder heads on. Alrighty, so let's zip this down. And I'll do all of the intake bolts. Okay, I think those are all the intake bolts. Can't really remember how many there are, but I think we've got them all. Okay, and then on this side, got a few on this side of the cylinder head, and we're going to spin it this way. Okay, now we can grab our rocker for that side. Yeah, I usually forget which side is which side on this engine. Which side is considered left? Is it as you stand in front of the engine? Is this the left? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see in a second. So this is our right head. Okay, so that is the right hand side of the engine. Is basically if you are sitting in the car then. So this would be left and that would be right. Okay. Got you. I got you. Okay, so left is on the left from the back. Okay, so zipping this down. We still got all these intake bolts. Just got to make sure we get all of those bolted down. Okay, next up we need our other rocker over here. Or rockers, because it's actually a set. A rocker is actually just one of these things. Yeah, from Car Mechanic Simulator, you could more or less get a better idea of how that works. But you actually have got push rods as well that goes into these cylinder heads. I think if you kind of do this, you could see them. So yeah, those are the push rods. So yeah, so there's also an adjustment in real life you need to do to these, otherwise they tick. They go like tick, 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 tick if you don't adjust them properly. So yeah, a lot of things that we don't need to do in the world of my garage, fortunately. So it's made a bit easier. Imagine if those things were adjustable and we had to get it perfect, like my summer car. I think on my summer car you also adjust the rockers on your little inline 6, well, inline 4 engine. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got our rockers installed, and these valve covers are going to make it look great for us. I still need to change the hood on that thing, because obviously now we've got this massive scoop going on top of the hood. So yeah, that is something we need to just cater for. And my goodness, I actually think this thing looks pretty mean in this gunmetal grey, guys. I didn't think it was going to turn out this good. It actually looks pretty dang decent. Yeah, so maybe drop your comments down below, guys, if you think this is a good looking engine. It's pretty basic, actually. I haven't done much to it. But yeah, this thing's going to make some sweet power. I just know it. Okay, clutch plate. Let's get all of this sorted out at the back of the engine. Okay, so now I went ahead and bought this pulley for no reason, because we don't need it. Okay, well, we might use it on our other engine then. Or one of the other engines. Okay, we'll see. Not gonna worry about it too much now. What did I install here that I needed to bolt down? Okay, yes, the pressure plate, of course. Alright, so we'll just zip that down. So that's 3 out of 6. That's 4. That's 5, and that is 6. Okay, so the pressure plate is bolted down. Let's maybe focus at the front now of the engine. We need to get the timing parts installed there. Okay, come on, can I grab you already? Okay, camshaft sprocket. Let's get the crankshaft sprocket on as well. Alright, and then we can get our timing chain on. Just like that. And then, I think before we continue with that, let me just grab these. Oh, for crying out loud, can you come here? There we go. Alright, so let's zip this down. Okay, and then we need to grab our, this one, the water, what is this thing? Timing chain cover. Okay. Now the water pump goes onto this. Okay. Make that the same color as the engine. Okay, so we'll zip this down. I think maybe let's do a little bit something different with the water pump and the harmonic balancer. We're going to chrome this. Just to give it a little bit of extra chrome on the engine. Seeing as the scoop is chrome and the blower is chrome. So we'll chrome that up. Okay, we'll do the thick pulley. The supercharger pulley. Over there. And then this goes onto there, but we are going to chrome the water pump as well. Alright, so we'll just tick that again and then do that. Okay, so that chromes it very nicely. Looks pretty decent. Not too much chrome and not too little, it's just subtle. Okay, subtle with a silent B. Okay, and there we go. That looks perfect, guys. So now we can get our rest of our timing parts on here. We still need to do that thingy-mabobby. I think I'm also going to chrome that, the thermostat housing. Okay, so let's go and do this quick. We're going to get this thing chromed. Right, and I forgot to freaking sleep again, so it's going to turn dark, but okay. Let's just chrome this thing up. We could always take a nap if it really gets too dark in here, but I think our shop is well lit. It doesn't look too bad. Alrighty, so that is a chromed thermostat housing. Looks pretty good. Starter goes on the gearbox. Should we chrome the oil filter? Yeah, let's just do it. I don't need that. Just use that. And I think we actually need to tick that. Although I'm not too sure if it's really necessary. But okay, we've got a nice chrome oil filter. That goes onto there. Okay, and we can actually chrome these as well. Might just look a little bit better than the current color that it's in, or the stock gray cast iron color. I think that is a pretty mean looking machine. I hope JD is going to approve of it. Because I'm kind of taking my own, well, making my own decisions here with regards to putting this thing together for him. Alright, and we'll zip this down. Yeah, I think it's not too bad. It's not too much chrome. Alright, the alternator is on. We're not going to chrome the alternator because I think that would look a little bit weird. But now we need to get this on as well. It's our blower belt. Okay, let's grab our cooling fan. I'm just going to leave the cooling fan as it is because it kind of works in that color. Alrighty, so now it's just this, which actually looks a little bit weird because it's red now. I think let's go and chrome this thing as well. Alright, I don't need to tick that. Okay, apply that. So that is chromed up now. It's going to be a little bit of a dull, shiny engine, if that's even a thing, but okay. Alright guys, and as for the spark wires, yeah, I don't know if the yellow is going to look, I think it looks okay. It's definitely going to give it a little bit of a contrasting look there, but okay, we need to take this off again, because I need to firstly install the spark plugs. Okay, so let's get these out of the boxes. I'll quickly get those popped into the engine and then we'll just zip them down. Okay, in there it goes. And in that one goes. Okay. Would you come here for crying out loud? There we go. Alright, let's just pop all of them in quickly. And then once we grab our socket wrench, we can just come and tighten them all down. Okay, that is looking pretty snazzy. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's get this part, this tool. Okay, so that's all four on that side. Let's quickly do the ones on this side as well. Perfect, perfect. That looks pretty good. Should probably put this back in the toolbox before it goes MIA. Alrighty, so now that our engine is basically complete, just pop that on. Okay, I think it's done, guys. I think it looks good. So yeah, we can actually grab this bad boy now because it is ready to go into our engine bay, because our cross member is good. We did check it in the last episode already, so that is looking mighty flashy, and I'm going to take this hood off. Alright, so that we don't end up... let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks weird. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves the cut hood. And I think we still have got enough paint to do the hood. Otherwise, we'll just grab another can of that paint. So I'm going to send this hood with JD. With the car over to JD, to be more precise. So if he decides to detune the engine, put maybe a performance carburetor and a normal air filter on this thing and just a stock head, then a stock intake, then he can do that. So yeah, we're going to give him some options here. So what I need to do now is look for the hood that is going to work with this thing, and I think there is a base game one which will do pretty well, and I'm not too sure if JD has got all of the mods and stuff, so I'm not gonna go into buying a modded hood. Just gonna see. So that is the base game hood. Alright, just looking for the hood scooped isn't gonna work. Hood blower, so this is the one we need, so we'll grab this one. Okay, let's quickly see if we have got enough paint in our spray paint compressor, because I haven't taken this out yet. Okay, so it looks like it's on 26.91%. Okay, so this might be enough. Let's see. If it's not, then yeah, we'll just go and buy another one. Alright, let's paint this thing up. Exact same color as the car, which has got that little slight purple tint to it, but I think it actually looks pretty good. But yeah, if JD doesn't like it, as I said, guys, we are going to take this thing and just respray it completely black for him. Just flat black. We're not going to do any decals because I completely suck at decals. And I did miss a little bit on the side there. So let me just... Yeah, let's actually see how far we can go with this. Yeah, not too far. Okay, so... Yeah, I missed a tiny bit on this side over here. So I just want to touch that up quickly. And now the freaking paint is finished. Okay. Alright, you can never win with these things. And I still haven't chucked the other empty can. Okay, so yeah, just goes to show you guys I didn't do any prep work for this episode, really. Just kind of picking up where we left off. Okay, so let's just come over here. I need to copy the color code 17606. Okay. Color, and we'll just buy the paint can again. So that way, if we need to ever do any touch-ups, we've got the paint. Or if we want to paint a different car the same color, we can do that. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better. I think we've got it all painted up very nicely now. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Alright, so there we go. Let's hang you back there. And let's grab our hood. Let's pop it onto the car. And I've lost my wrench. No, I haven't lost my wrench. I don't have the fuel pump on yet, so we need to grab this. I forgot about this. Yeah, I think this is something that I usually forget. A freaking fuel pump, because I forgot it on the inline 6 as well. Okay, but luckily I saw it on the table there now, so we can just get it installed over there. So now that should be sorted. Oh, come on, for crying out loud. Just bolt up. Okay. Right, and I should probably bolt the freaking hood down. That would help. Okay, and that looks good. I think realistically that hood wouldn't open with the scoop like that, because it looks like the scoop is actually wider than the actual blower there. Alright, I'm just double checking, guys, so seeing if I didn't miss any parts. And what I'm going to do with the transmission here, we're going to make it the same color as the engine. Yeah, look at that. That is a pretty gearbox. That is looking pretty mean and nifty. Okay, we're not going to do anything to the starter, because the starter kind of looks like it needs to look like that. Okay. Now the gearbox can go in. And we can tighten this up from the top here. Alright, let's go around to this side. Oh, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty decent. Okay, let's grab our radiator, and the hoses that we have are over here. Alright, let's grab the upper one as well. Get that into position. Zip it down over there, and we'll come around this side and just zip that one down as well. And now we can drop in our brand new radiator, and I mispainted there. I just noticed this. We didn't paint here properly, guys. I need to come and touch this up as well. Okay. We'll get that sorted out. Alrighty, so there we go. We've got our radiator back in, the brand new radiator. And we've got all the hoses. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So engine work is pretty much done. I think we still need to strip off all the trim and the door cards, interior, basically. Bumpers needs to come off, maybe, to just make sure they are as good as they can be. Taillights, and I also saw we missed a bit of paint here. So yeah, it's a good thing I'm actually checking these things now, because then we can at least do the bit of touch-up work that we need to do. Because the car hasn't left the shop yet. We're still working on it. Right, there we go. So I think that looks good. Let's go around the back here. Okay, and then here at the front. Yeah, we're just going to paint up where we missed behind the bumper here. I think that should actually do the job. Alright. Kind of happy with that now. Yeah, I should have grabbed that thing, but okay, it's fine there. We'll just leave it there for now. So yeah, guys, just like that, we have got the engine built. The car is looking much better already with the new paint job and the de-rusting done. We still need to get all of this trim removed, so I think let's go ahead and do that. Because I actually forgot the one in the paint booth. Yeah, no idea where it is now. I could have sworn I put it in the Alchemachino here, but okay. It's fine, we will find it. If we don't find it, it's not too bad. Right, so all of the trim needs to be replaced. Not going to use any of this old second-hand trim. Not on a premium car like this. Okay, so we'll probably need the spanner or the wrench. Just take the bumpers off. I just want to make sure these bumpers actually don't take damage. Yeah, they don't, so it looks pretty good. Alright, and yeah, let's just double check on our paint job here. You know what, before we continue, let me just come and do this so that we can actually see a bit better. Go back to daytime. Okay, so it's 7:44 in the morning now, so that's good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Doesn't look like we missed any spots we didn't paint. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how that looks. Right, around the front, we've got the grill installed still that I wanted to inspect, but let's just check behind the bumper here what's cooking. And the bumper itself looks fairly decent still, and yeah, I think we did a better job now at painting this thing. It's almost as if this thing has got a maroon tint now to it. I don't know, we'll probably only see once we get it out into the sun. Once this thing is up and running. Okay, but yes, there we go, guys. Now we can start working on suspension. So, yeah, let's probably just grab this. The main wires. Let's get this all bolted down everywhere so that we don't end up having issues like we did with our Alchemachino or some other vehicle we worked on where we didn't tighten all of the bolts down. So we're just going to go and bolt everything down. Engine mounts are bolted down. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good looking engine. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that, guys. I just hope JD's also going to like it. So JD man, if you are watching this video, yeah, let me know if I'm doing something wrong, if there's something that you want to change. So yeah, but I'm probably going to be pre-recording these videos a bit because I've been asked to do some more guide videos, tutorial videos for this game. So we might have to get into that a bit sooner rather than later. So you guys, yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of ahead with these recordings of the Funcle Autoworx series so that we can focus a little bit more time on the new guided videos or guide videos, which is going to go alongside with the new Wikipedia of the game. For those of you who are familiar with the Wikipedia, it's basically a fan-made thing, or yeah, one of the players actually that makes it. So I'm not too sure exactly how to explain it, but yes, guys. So the person responsible for the Wikipedia reached out to me today, the day I'm recording this video. So yeah, we are going to be making some more tutorial videos, guys, and we did make 2 of them, and they're actually doing pretty well on the channel. Even now I still see that we are getting quite decent views on those, and yeah, I think it's also going to be something good for our channel to just branch out a bit more and do a little bit more tutorial videos. Alrighty, so yeah, let's just maybe check these things. I don't know if there's going to be any good headlights. Well, that one seems to be good. But yeah, as I said, guys, I want to make sure this thing's going to be as good as it can be for JD. See, like this headlight, that is definitely not up to standard for us here. We're also trying to save a little bit of money by using the parts we can, but we're not going to take any shortcuts. So like this headlight is 91%. That's still perfect in my opinion, but the grille itself is a bit banged up. So we are going to get him a new grille. Let's just take off this last headlight because there might be something good on here as well. I don't know. 62%. Nah, it's not really worthwhile Okay, so then we can actually get rid of this grill and all of these other headlights over here. Just bolt it down with one of the screws, or screw it down with the screws. Just so that they... Oh, for crying out loud, will you go on there? Okay, so this is all going to go in the Alchemachino. That is trashed, so we just need 3 headlights and a new grill for this thing. And while we are at it, let's just rip these taillights out as well. Okay, so there's a bolt over there, or a screw over there, and we've got a screw over there. And we'll just let that one pop out on its own. And this one has got a screw over there in the corner. Okay, so there's the one taillight, 44%. This one is 73%, which is not bad, but yeah, it's under 85%, so we're going to replace it anyway. And we are going to be making some custom license plates for JD as well. I've already given it some thought what I'm going to make it. Okay, so that is 87%. So we could reuse these license plates on a different vehicle. So we're just going to keep them on the table. Because that way when we finish the next project, we don't need to go and buy license plates. We've got some at least, a matching set of plates. So that is always good to have if you are a little bit OCD like me and you really like to try and finish up the cars and install license plates and all that on them. So yeah, always good to keep those around. So guys, now we can start stripping. Well, I think we could probably do this, but I wanted to start getting into the suspension work rather, because I think that's more important at this stage, because the car is kind of immobilized on the lift here without its suspension installed. So I think let's just take these 2 door mirrors off quick. And then, yeah, all of the trim is at least taken off. This mirror is actually good, so that can actually just go back onto where it is supposed to be. So yes. Okay, so let's focus on suspension next, guys. So I was kind of thinking maybe I should do this. Let's grab our moving tool. I'm going to bring this pallet a bit closer because we're going to do some nice things on the suspension as well for JD. Okay, so let's pop it down over there. Right, let's do a little bit of shopping. Although we don't have a lot of money, we're going to see what we can manage to get for today. Then I'm going to have to make a plan for some more money. We did ship the Cheeto, the lad wagon, off to auction. Probably by the time of recording this, it would be up already, or maybe even sold. But yeah, I haven't done it yet because, as I said, I'm sort of trying to get ahead with these recordings. So it's going to work out a bit weird, but yeah, I guess you guys, if you are in the Discord, you would know what exactly is going on. Now, I can't recall what parts we actually have that's good for the front suspension. So let me just do a quick recap here. So we've got one shock absorber that's good. We've got the front left brake caliper that's good. And we've got one hub that's good. And I think I already bought... Yeah, I bought 2 new hubs already. So that's not really ideal. But okay. Alrighty. Well, at least we've got the drive shaft and we've got the brand new gas tank. So I guess let's just see how far we can get with the suspension. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and make a plan to make some money one way or another. Alright, so we need both of these. We need both the front shock absorbers. Steering box, I do recall, is good. We are going to need a new steering column. Steering link, both the strut rods, both the tie rods. We're going to do the stock torsion bars in the front. We haven't checked the transmission support yet. I should actually do that. And then I said I am going to do the lifted springs at the back. Yeah, we might actually make it. We're going to do a 3.2 differential, as I mentioned in the last episode, for a little bit more top speed. Okay, so that is almost everything. We still needed to get the hubs and stuff for the rear, so let's maybe buy that while we are still on this category. So we need the whole new axle. Right, we need one rear shock absorber, and we need the 2 hubs. Okay, I hope I didn't double buy stuff now. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. It looks kind of good still, so what else do we need? All the brake stuff. So we've got the front left caliper, right? Let me just go and double check that, guys. Alright, one rear shock absorber, front left caliper. So we need the brake pads at least for the front and rear. But we don't need the front left brake caliper. Okay, so brake lines, I do recall we have got one good brake line. So I'm just going to buy 3 of those. We're going to buy new pads. Our main brake line was still good. We're going to need 2 of those. 2 of these. The main master cylinder. Main brake master cylinder. I haven't checked that yet. So might have to just rip that off the car. But I do know we need new pedals and the handbrake cable. Everything that goes with it. So yes. There we go. Alright, let me just quickly... no, we actually did take that off. Okay, so yes, I recall now. Okay, so it was on 73%, so we are going to buy a new one. Alright, so there's that. Brake master cylinder. Okay, guys, now we've got a crap ton of work to carry on with. So, as for the parts that I wanted to do with the material master, it might have to be a little bit less now, because, yeah, obviously we didn't anticipate for the cost of this, because this is $100 every time. So we're going to do the leaf springs the same color as the car, because they kind of are going to stick out. We should have actually chromed them. But no. Let's rather go with this color. Just stick to this color, because I think it'll also look good. Because it's kind of the engine color and undercarriage color. I don't want to go too flashy with that. And what I did want to do is see if we can get the wheels. But now we are so freaking broke. So yeah, now we can't really do too many things to this suspension. So it's just going to have to be stock suspension then. So yeah, I think let's just roll with the stock colored suspension. But at least our leaf springs are colored now. Because the green kind of doesn't look so great. Especially if you're trying to build a black car with these green leaf springs sticking out under it. It's not going to look the greatest. But that's just my opinion, guys. So I think we did the right thing by just changing the color of those leaf springs at the back at least. Alright, I'm looking for the handbrake cable because this is the thing I want to put on next. Okay. Alright, let's get our rear brake discs on here. Alright, we're going to need the screwdriver. That machine tool over there. Or tool for this machine. There we go. Alright, perfect. So that is done. Now we need that, yeah, those brake calipers. That's the front, right. Okay, we don't need that one just yet. Okay, where's the one that we need? Okay, there it is. Okay, and where's the brake lines? There they are. So they are present. Okay. Okay, put you on there. We'll put you on here. Over there. And we'll put this one onto that one over there. Okay. Right. Zip them all down. Right, perfect. And let's just bring the other caliper with its hose. Where the heck is the other brake hose? There it is. 95%. And what was the condition of this caliper? 88. Okay, so yeah, we are good on that. And we just nearly banged the freaking air compressor, or yeah, the air compressor off the freaking table there, but okay. Alright, so we need to pop these old pads out of that caliper in particular. How the heck did my toolbox land upside down now? That takes skill, getting your toolbox to sit upside down, but okay. Alright, let's pop out these old crusty brake pads, which are clearly junk. Alright, and we'll pick that up into our backpack for now. Doing a little bit of cleaning as we go, which is always good. Okay, yeah, that is actually what I was looking for. Need to get these onto here, onto here, onto here, and onto there. Okay, the rear ones are in. Let's get our front ones in as well. We'll just pre-prepare these things a bit so that they are ready to rock and roll when we need them. No, would you care to go into the caliper, please? And thank you. There we go. Oh my goodness, would you frickin' cooperate already? Oh my dear giddy aunt. You are a brake pad. Go in the caliper. There we go. Alright, had to spell it out for the damn thing. Okay, so this caliper goes onto this side. This is the passenger side. And this is the, yeah, right. No, the left. Because that is the driver's side. Okay. I can probably pop this in. We'll zip that down. And that's going to be weird because these things are loose. Okay, let's just bolt every single thing down under here that we've got on here so far. And that is looking kind of weird because it's lifted suspension and we didn't bolt down the leaf spring first. But okay. Alrighty. So I think that is golden. Let me grab this. Alright, let's pop that onto there. We'll zip it down over there and we'll zip it down over there. And then we're going to do shock absorbers. Okay, so this one is good. This is our old shock absorber, so we can reuse that one. And we've got a new one for the rear over here. Those are both for the front, so that is good. Right, pop this one onto here. And we'll bolt it down over there. Did I do up this one, or does it? Yeah, it just looks like that. Okay. Alrighty, so that is sorted out. Now we've got our drive shaft. Can go into there. Okay, perfect. That is not too shabby. That is not too shabby. I'm happy with that. So rear suspension is practically done. And now we just need to get our front suspension put together. Which is actually going to be a bit of a problem now because we've got the cross member on the car already. So we're going to have to carry all of these parts over there. So yeah, I think let me just empty that out of the backpack again, those brake pads. Alright, let's grab what we can from here. Gonna see what's gonna fit and what's not gonna fit. What doesn't? Okay, of course. Yeah, that can fit, that can fit, that can fit, that can fit. Everything can fit except for the... Yeah, I don't think the torsion bars goes into the backpack, sadly. Alright, upper control arm, lower control arm, front right. Pedals are going inside the car. Stock shock absorber. What? Shock absorber. Lower control arm, front left goes this way. Brake disc. Upper control arm, shock absorber. So that's kind of sorted out there a bit. We need this, that. You. We don't need you. We need you two. And our backpack is full. Which one did I grab? This is front left, so that is good. That's in the right place. Steering link can go there. Tie rods will go onto that hub. One for that side. One for that side. Hub carrier front left. Handbrake. That goes inside the car. So that can go with the pedals over there for now. Hub carrier front right. Steering arm goes this side. Brake master cylinder goes onto there in the middle. So we'll put it there for now. Let's pick you up. We can't pick you up, so we'll grab this. Come on, stick it into there, yonder. And I will grab this one. We'll stick this in under there as well. Okay, and pop that into place. So that is good. And then we've got our new steering column, which we haven't even inspected, the one currently in the car. Well, we don't really have to inspect it because we can see it's busted completely. So yes, I think what I can do now is we can start putting this thing back together on the front end. Okay, and I'm going to have to try and make a plan for money here because we're kind of running low on money. So I could potentially try and do a customer job, but that means I'm going to have to move the Pontiac first of all. Just get a little bit of moolah back. So I think that might be where we start the next episode off with, would be with a a decent customer job, so I'll see what I can find after this episode. And then once I bring you guys back up to speed in the next one, we can just pick it up from there. Okay, there's the hub carrier that can go onto here and zip it down. Okay, and then hub can go onto there. So can this hub. This hub can also go onto there. Okay, I'll get our discs on so long in the meantime. And then we'll grab our screwdriver from all the way over here. So we sorted all of that out, so that is looking pretty good. Okay, let's get this zipped down before we forget about it. Yeah, I did do the rear ones. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just double checking that, guys, because you never know these days. Old Funcle isn't what he used to be. I ain't as good as I once was. Alright, let's pop these shock absorbers in. Zip them down, and we'll grab this one. Okay, and that is our front shock absorbers in. Now we can grab our brake calipers. Okay, and zip that down, and we still need to do this, because without these... Holy crap, guys. Have you ever driven a car without strut rods in this game? Yeah, it kind of goes all weird all over the road. It doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do without these. So, yeah, we'll just rather avoid that altogether and make sure we do it. Get them installed. This goes over here, which is our steering arm or pitment arm. I think this thing attached to the gearbox or the steering box, that's the pitment arm. And you've got your steering link that links the steering box with the idler arm. That's actually called an idler arm, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that would be the best way to explain it, because it actually doesn't do anything. It just gets shunted around by this bar when you steer the wheel. So yeah, there we go. All right, zip that down, zip that down. All right, so yes, guys, do comment down below if there's somebody here who watches auto auction rebuilds. It's a guy from Oklahoma. He buys cars from salvage auctions like Copart and IAA and yeah, Carvana auctions and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not from America, so I wouldn't know all the places. But if you are American and you're watching this, you'll probably have an idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, what he does is he buys these cars at auctions and he kind of makes videos of them as he repairs them and sorts them out a bit. And yeah, it's actually very entertaining. It's kind of what I'm doing here, but this is only obviously a video game, so nothing really realistic about this. But yeah, it's kind of fun doing this and watching it being done on a real car on a show like that. So it's kind of yeah, it's kind of the inspiration for me doing this, guys, because yeah, if you can watch somebody do this to a real car, it's actually a lot more fun. It takes quite a little bit longer. I mean, something like this that I've just done now, replacing the handbrake lever, that would take you probably in real life a little bit longer than it took me now, because there's brake lines and cables and all sorts of stuff you need to battle with, and then getting into there, getting the access to everything, and routing the cable the right way and making sure the tension is right on it. That's like a whole other ball game. Okay, let's see how bad this steering wheel is. 61%, so it looks like our buddy JD is getting a new steering wheel as well for his car. So yeah, I'm going to propose that we put a sport steering on this thing, but I don't know if that's going to be a sin against humanity if we do that, because it's a drag car. I don't know what steering wheels a drag car's got. It's probably got something like the one we've got in the... Nah, that we put it on the... What car did we put it on? On the Bart. Yes, the Bart that we sold to Traxuma. So yeah, that has got a sports steering wheel on. But yeah, that was kind of just a cruiser, guys. We didn't really want to make it too flashy. But yeah, we still ended up putting a sports steering wheel on it. But I think this thing actually looks pretty good so far, guys. We've got the suspension sorted, and once we can get the wheels, let's just give this a little bit of a Yeah, that's going to look terrible, but okay, it's not going to bolt down because there's no... Yeah, this is a 4-lug wheel, guys. I was just kind of like trying to see what the difference is before the... well, between the front and the rear suspension, how much higher the rear is. You can actually see there's quite a big difference now because this thing's going to lean a bit forward. It's going to be a kind of a drag bolt. Yeah, I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but it's like a drag bolt, but also like a... I don't know what it's called if a car is lifted at the back and lowered in the front. It's probably like... I know if you lifted the front and dropped the rear, then it would be squatted. It would be like a Carolina squat. See, I do know some stuff. But yeah, I don't know, guys. If it's leaning towards the front... this wasn't actually that bad. We could actually hang on to this. Right, yeah, we'll use this. Maybe our Pontiac over there needs a bit of work, so... Or some of those. So what I think, guys, there's about 4 minutes to go before we hit our 1 hour mark. So I will maybe go over it a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do for that little bit of time that's left for the episode, guys, we're going to see if we can strip the engine out of the Firebird over here. Because this is something we are going to have to take apart in order to see what is cooking with it. And what exhaust pipes did they use on this thing? Actually quite interested to see. Is that the Chad 70 Coronet, 70 Coronet, 70 Coronet? So this looks like the base game Chad exhaust then. 59%. I just want to test this. I want to see if this is the... In fact, the exhaust for this car. It looks like it is. Okay, so... Now, the question is, how well does it actually fit the Firebird? Well, it goes over the axle like that. It clips through the bumper a tiny bit over there, but it comes out and it looks fairly good, actually. I don't think it looks too bad. So we could actually replace the exhausts on this with stock exhausts from a Chad as well. I'll have to play around a bit and see which ones are going to look a bit better. And yeah, this is a modded car, so obviously things are going to be a little bit wonky and weird and not the way that it's supposed to be. Alright, I just wanted to check something. This is the exhaust of our Jesse inline 6, which is worn. But let's give it a quick test on this car, see what that would look like. See, that looks like the exact same exhaust to me. Now let's compare it to the one on the right again. We can get it in. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, it looks kind of similar. Does this say Jesse as well on it? I don't think it does. Chad, Lat, Coupe, Niv. Okay, and you. What are you telling us? Oh yeah, I forgot I actually bolted this one down a bit. For what car do you say you are? That's a 70 Coronet as well, Chad. So this is the exact same exhaust. Okay, never mind. Okay. So I was just trying to be extra overthinking this, but okay. So yeah, these in fact are the identical same exhausts. Identical. Yeah, they kind of look the same. I don't know. It looks like this one's got a bit of a bend over here. No, who am I kidding? This is the exact same thing. But okay. Alright guys, so let's continue. I want to see if I can get this engine out of here. Because I want to start working on this. That might be a bit of a problem then to move the car off the lift. But, meh. Could always use our elbow grease and push it off. Alright, so crap like this isn't going to fly. Because I want to try and build this thing to be 75% at least. Okay, so this is going to be our engine that we maybe potentially... No, we're definitely not going to use this one because this one is busted. And yes, these ones are 67%, so none of these engine blocks are good. Alright, so I'm going to have to figure out what engine block I'm going to buy for this thing, but money is a little bit of an issue at the moment, guys, so that's not something that we're going to do now. I just want to get more or less an idea of what I want to buy. I don't know if I should build a big block for the drag Pontiac. Let's just see what we can actually buy. So there's the 318, 340, 373. So I think is the biggest one you get from EST Banana. But look at the price, $3,450 for that. In comparison to the 318, which is, yeah, 1/3 of the price. And I don't know if it's really 1/3 of the engine, but okay. So let's just scroll down a bit further. 273, that's a small block. That's tiny. Okay, so let's have a look at Nick's engine parts once again, because I do have got his mod for the big blocks. It would only make sense if his parts are more or less the same price or even cheaper. Alright, took me a second to find it on the list there, but there we go. This is Nick's engine parts. So he's got a bunch of Hemi stuff, or Hemi stuff. Yeah, Hemi, not Hemi, Hemi. So the 305 block. Why do I think this isn't a big block? Yeah, these are big blocks, guys. I don't know. But $5,980 for a 512 cubic inch. The 454 we put in the Alcamachino is 2,700. I don't know. What is a good size engine for a Pontiac Firebird? Realistically, a good size engine. Maybe a 383. Because that's more or less affordable. These are getting a little bit out of hand. Maybe a 400 cubic inch. I don't know, guys. Drop some comments down below. What do you guys think? What engine should we buy for the Pontiac? Or build for the Pontiac, seeing as our engine blocks are all not up to standard. Because these are 67%. So, I don't know. Maybe give me some ideas. What should we build? Because, yeah, remember, Cheeto, our Pontiac, not our Pontiac, man, come on, Funcle. Our Lad Wagon is going up on auction, or it is at auction, or it has sold already at auction, but yeah, we haven't done it yet at the time of recording this, so yeah, guys, that's going to be something that I will just sort out in due time. But yes, I am going to move this thing out of the way, because we are going to be taking on a customer job for the next episode. So I think that is going to be where we start off in the next one on Saturday, is to do a little bit of customer work, seeing if we can get enough money to get the wheels and tires for JD's car so that we can finalize this thing, button it up. Interior stuff as well. We want to try and see if we can sort out the interior for him. We still need to do fluids, coolant, see if this thing actually fires up. So I'm going to try and do that on Saturday. Once we did a customer job, or 2 or 3, it depends on how many I want to do to get a little bit of money. And this thing actually pushes very hard without the engine and with the handbrake up. Okay, so let's just push that back all the way to the end of the shop. Let's not wreck the damn thing. Okay, but yes, I think this should be a good spot for this until then. So it's nice and out of the way of the... You know what, actually, I think I'll do this off camera. I'll just push it to that lift over there, then it's going to be out of the way. So yeah, as you guys see, Cheeto is not here. So I did put Cheeto in the barn. We are going to be auctioning Cheeto off. I do have got a bit of crap that we can go and sell. So I'm going to sort that out, maybe off camera rather. Because every time I take you guys with me, I don't think I need to do that. So yeah, guys, there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. So thank you so much for tuning in once again, guys. I appreciate every view, every like. And also I wanted to ask, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much, guys. But yes, I will see you all in the next one.